Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. This is it.
This is Top Flight Time Machine. I am Andy Hot Body Dawson. Pow, pow, pow.
I am Sam Nifty Delaney. So what?
Welcome along. It's the Monday morning episode. If you are an IFS subscriber, you'll get this on Sunday evening. It doesn't matter who you are. You can watch it also on YouTube because it's one of the ones we're putting out on our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, click, copy, paste, all that stuff. Whoa, getting a text message through right now.
Whoa, this is live breaking.
My daughter still has a cold.
Okay. Great stuff.
I'll deal with that later on. So yeah, it's on YouTube. If you want to watch our faces while we do these episodes, sometimes we put them on YouTube, and this is one of them.
We do use stage makeup, so don't worry that our faces might gross you out or scare you. We put on a light powder, some foundation.
We do a dusting,
a little bit of blusher,
flush
to accentuate our cheekbones.
Pan stick, I think they call it.
Yeah, and then just that I use a little bit of eyeliner to really make my eyes pop.
Yeah, make sure you're close to the microphone as well, because it's essentially an audible audio thing.
Yeah, no,
that's better.
You can keep a close eye on my mouth and the microphone.
I always do. I always enjoy that. What was I going to say? A couple of things before we start. The prediction league. Results bot, 1 point.
Yeah.
Me, 8 points.
Wow.
You Sam, 10 points.
Whoa, what a haul. What a haul.
The comeback has begun.
Fucking hell.
It's not a haul, it's the beginning of an overhaul of results.
What happened? How did I get 10?
Fuck, he just went prediction mad. Someone
I did commented make some fucking saucy predictions this week.
Yeah, Burnley 1, Luton 1, 3 points. Everton, Aston Villa, you said 2-2, but it was a draw, it was 0-0, 1 point. Ipswich 2, Sunderland 1, correct, 3 points. Wow. Newcastle 2, Manchester City 3, correctly predicted, Sam. 3 points.
That's fucking prediction of the season, mate. No one ever correctly predicts a 3-2, fuck's sake.
That's incredible. And as listener Tom Wood commented earlier in the day, Sam needs a finger to the arse before every set of predictions.
Something happened. It's like a movie, isn't it? It's like fucking one day, Sam Delaney, mild-mannered journalist and podcaster, was living his ordinary life until one day a doctor with a magic finger rammed it up his bumhole. And from that day onwards, Sam could predict any football score.
Predictor finger. You won't be able to sell them.
He stimulated my predicto gland.
Yeah, what we could do is we could start selling latex, like spitting image fingers that look really realistic.
Yeah,
and they're the predictor finger, and people just buy them and then they just stick them up their arse before they predict something.
Pop it up your arse, tickle the old predicto gland, which is right next to your prostate, I believe. And suddenly the predictions just start to flow like water.
It's just any prediction at all. Doesn't it be football? It can be like, what's the traffic going to be like in town later on? Stick it up your arse.
Hold on. I'll answer that for you. 1 second. Where's my predictor? Here it is. Wait up.
Whoop.
It's gonna
Swanee whistle.
Whoop, whoop. It's gonna be moderate.
There it is. We'll call this episode Predictor Finger, I think. So we don't forget to produce them.
Right. I went out. I saw my brother-in-law on Friday.
Yeah.
I have an excellent. I'm lucky enough to be blessed with excellent brother-in-laws. Right.
Good.
So I've got 2 sisters. They're both married to great lads.
Yeah.
And obviously my good wife has 2 brothers as well, who I get on with really well. So I'm lucky because brother-in-laws.
So you got 4 in total?
4 in total, yeah. 2 from like my sister's husbands, and 2 from my wife's brothers. Yeah. And like the chances of 1 out of those 4 being a prick are high. All 4
so.
excellent. Like
Good to hear.
Hard to fault. And I was out with the oldest of them, my older sister's husband, and we were walking our dogs. We thought we'd introduce the dogs. I've been trying to introduce Cookie to all of her cousins, i.e. all of my siblings' dogs in sequence. I think it's important, right? So this was the last one she got to meet. Very nice. Anyway, we were having dog chat as we were walking. And I remember, anyway, he said, right, that I said Cookie's escaped a few times recently, right? Like the other night, I can't remember if I told you this, the other night she got out the front door when I was literally going to bed. I was in my pajamas and slippers.
Oh, fucking hell. How?
Teeth cleaned and everything. Well, I tell you, it's partly my fault. I thought, where's my phone? And I realized I think I've left it in the car. Literally, as I was going upstairs, I thought I'd left the phone in the car because I'd been out to pick up my daughter. Hit me on Friday night.
I thought you were going to say you putting the milk bottles on the step. Put the empties on the step.
No, but it was like I stepped out. I said, hang on. I called to my daughter. I said, I'm just going out to get my phone from the car. The moment the door was open, it's quite late, the dog, like a bullet, bang, out the front, up the street.
Right.
Absolute bastard. So I'm chasing it in my gym jams and slippers. It was fucking freezing as well.
I love it you still refer to her as it after all these months.
Absolute fucking idiot. Like, I'm running up the street. Cookie, come back. Cookie, where are you? Right.
Come back, we love you.
It was dark, so I couldn't see anything. She comes out of one garden, looks at me, so she can see me coming in corner. She just looks at me and then just turns around and runs off the other way. Further up the street, goes into another. Eventually, I found her like about a dozen houses up, fucking snuffling about in someone else's bins. I crept up behind her, picked her, but I was lucky because she'd escaped the day before. My wife had to chase her, and she'd actually got round down a bin alley into someone's back garden and was fucking reaping havoc there. Hell. So she's causing me a lot of problems at the moment, and I'm actually going to get a fucking trainer around to like train her up because I can't. I'm fat. Nothing I do can control her. Right. Anyway, we were talking about that, and he said, "Yes, dog." By the way, he supports Sheffield United, this brother-in-law, which is amazing, isn't it? Given my disdain.
And you somehow get along.
So do both of his sons, who are my nephews. They're all massive Blades fans. It's amazing that we get on. But yeah, I used to wind them up a lot about it, but it's just not worth it, is it? Football banter just.
It was a long time ago. Yeah, you might have to.
I'm really still angry and bitter about the Tevez saga. But I try to keep a lid on it in front of them because I care for them, and you know,
some Sunderland fans are still angry about Coventry in 1977 and Jimmy Hill. And if you don't even know what that's about, I'm not even going to go into it because it's
okay. Yeah, I am deeply bitter and furious about Sheffield United. Yeah. But anyway, that aside, I get on well with him. He said, "Yeah, we got this dog." He went, Charlie, bloke who lives down my street. He's got this dog that was very unruly. Escaped one day, and he was chasing it all up the street. Couldn't find it anyway. It just disappeared. In and out of the neighbours' gardens. Didn't know what was going on. It had got into a house. Turns out, in the end, it had got inside a house, like down a bin alley, round the back. Back door's ajar. Got in the back door. Walked into the house, like pretty ballsy of a dog. Oh, I'm going to have a fucking look around this house. Goes up the stairs. Here's a noise coming from the bathroom. Puts its snout into the bathroom. Who should he find in the shower but Chris Hughton?
What?
That's right.
What?
Chris Hughton lives in my sister's road, right?
Fucking hell.
Yeah, they live in Hertfordshire. Now, I knew this because my brother-in-law had told me a couple of times in the past, like quite boastfully, that Chris Hughton, currently at AFCON as manager of Ghana, right?
Really?
Yes. Lives in their street, right, in Hertfordshire. Now, I knew that, but I'd forgotten. But he'd said it a few times quite boastfully. I mean, I'd boast about it.
It's a huge boast.
If Chris Hughton lived in my street, I would fucking... Don't worry, you'd know about it, right? It's a good boast. But
The
I'd
closest
let it
I've
slip
ever
my
had,
mind.
I used to live in the same street as the guitarist out of a flock of seagulls.
Fucking hell,
for a
that's
little
pretty
bit.
good. That's pretty
It's
good.
all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
For Sunderland.
Anyway, he went, but it's the way he tells it. He's got this deadpan way of telling it. He goes, oh, so we were looking everywhere for the dog. We couldn't find it anywhere. It turns out it got into Chris Hughton's house, gone upstairs, and we find it just sat there watching Chris Hughton naked in the shower.
Oh, fucking hell. I can't process this.
I know. And the dog
can't
is just
process
staring
it.
at him. I know, because you can't help when you hear this story, but think about Chris Hughton's naked body, right?
Yeah.
Covered in soap suds.
Are you imagining him?
It's quite homoerotic.
I'm imagining him pubeless, smooth.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
Yeah. He's got that look about him. He's got such a clean appearance. I would say he's got to be
really smooth skin. I think
he's one of the cleanest looking managers in Premier League history.
Yeah.
I would say.
He's in the shower fucking 6 hours a day, probably.
Yeah, I don't know what time of day this was. I might ring him and find out if he's got any sense of what time of day it was. But it's just so amazing, isn't it? And you just imagine Chris Hughton, quite muscular, quite lithe, very low body fat,
sinewy,
sinewy. There, probably showering a night, showering for a long time. He's thinking about something. He's a thinker, isn't he, Hughton? And he'll be.
You think he's a long showerer, long time,
long shower, because that's where he gets his best thinking done.
Get some thinking done. Yeah.
It's great thinking.
Some people go for a walk, but he goes for a shower.
Yeah, he goes, I've had some of my best ideas. I've strategized some of my greatest victories in a shower, right? All his time at Brighton, got them promoted, didn't he? I think
Newcastle
he had a good,
as well,
good spell at
overachieved
Newcastle.
Yeah, it was unfairly dismissed, I think. Are you a long showerer, Sam?
No, I'm in and out. You know me, I've
Same.
got my rime that I take myself through to remind me of what parts of the body to wash. First of all, first I wash my face and neck, then my armpits, flipping heck, and so on and so forth. I get in, I do the rhyme, I get the body washed, I'm out again.
I'm the same, in and out.
I don't want to.
Maybe that's where we're going wrong. In terms
of
the
that's why we're not. That's why we're not managing the second favourites for AFCON.
I wonder how long the fellas on Chatterpicks shower for. Maybe they shower longer. Maybe that's why
they do much longer episodes than us. So maybe
this is true.
If you do,
one of them's very hairy as well.
If you're knocking out a fucking hour-long podcast, then you're going to be sweaty and exhausted at the end of that, and you're going to need a long shower off. Whereas no, I'm dead quick. I find it boring, and if I'm like on holiday,
are you disgusted by your own body?
Yeah, I don't want to look at my own fucking body for too long, to be honest. I find it upsetting. Sometimes I cry. My mate Nev used to shave in the shower. I think he still does.
Right.
Which I'd never understood that, because it's like you need a mirror really to shave, don't you?
Yeah, with the shaving foam and everything, and
shave his face. His mirror goes save time. I don't agree with that. I don't think that's practical.
Because you can't put a mirror in the shower; it just steams up straight away.
It steam up. I mean, if I'm shaving, I'll shave before the shower, then get in. Because if you shave after the shower, every fucking reflective surface in the bathroom is steamed up. So you have a shave. I mean, I'll shave my head, then I'll get in the shower, and while I'm washing my face and head, the hand will feel any fuzzy bits that I've missed, which I can then go back and quickly do after the shower.
Top up. I don't do a wet shave. I use a beard trimmer, so there's always some form of stubble afterwards.
Some stubble,
the last time I did a proper wet shave that was to the bone, I looked like Michael Van Gerwen, and it horrified me.
Yeah.
I just never again.
I've been shaving less. I mean, I didn't shave for about 6 months properly last year, not a wet shave. But New Year's Day this year, I woke up with a lot of plans about my 2024 body. There were huge plans for my body in 2024.
Yeah.
And as part of that, I thought, you know what, fuck this, I'm shaving my face as well. This is it. I'm getting my game face on. I don't know. Sometimes it makes me feel good.
Should we do more focusing on our bodies like together on this podcast for 2024?
I think we should do 2024. Make it year of the body.
Year of the body, just our bodies or everyone's bodies.
Year of our bodies.
Just ours. Right.
Yeah,
I know that we did say before Christmas. I'm just looking for the notes that I made. Yeah, pre-agreed 2024 strategies and protocols, and then it says brackets open the door to lesbians. I can't remember what that meant.
More lesbian listeners, but the question is, how do we promote ourselves to the lesbian market? I know. Oh, hang on. We know 2 lesbians for sure who listen because we went out for a drink with them once in Glasgow.
Oh, we did. Yeah,
we did, and it was lovely to meet them. Now, if they're listening to this episode, I would say to them,
better be.
We were delighted that you came to our show and that we got to know you a bit and had a drink with you. But we'd like to start a drive to recruit more lesbian listeners in 2024. Can you help us? Can you tell us what we can do to get the feelers out there?
Put the word out yourselves as well, if you can. If you are a lesbian listening to this, put the word out.
Let the lesbians know. Go on the forums and all of that, and let them know.
They've got forums, I believe. Yeah, we'll go on the forums.
We're gonna and you can tell them that we'll be talking a lot about our bodies and how we're going to be.
That's not going to attract the lesbians, though, is it? That's not going to attract the lesbians.
About it in an erotic way. We'll be talking about it in a very practical, health focused way.
All right.
Lesbians might be interested in that.
Yeah, I'm just looking again. Yeah, it just says pre-agreed 24 strategies and protocols, which I guess will be focusing on the upkeep of our bodies.
Well, we already have improvement. We already have Muscle Fortnight, and we already have our ongoing campaign, which we're very serious about, to do with hydration, which is also a matter relating to the body. So I think we're already doing quite a lot. I mean, people talk about Diary of a CEO, etc., or like fucking, high performance, this, that, and the other. But we've been doing this shit for a while. We've been doing Muscle Fortnight. We've been doing hydration campaigns. Now we're doing Body Year. And what was the other thing that we did, which I thought was quite useful? Oh yeah, we're always saying, lads, remember when you're in a shower, check the old plums. Check your plums. Yeah. We've
and lasses, check your knockers.
Check your knockers. And in fact, when I was being examined at my health MOT, he felt my body, felt various places in my body. You know how they do? They do like weird shit, like they'll put 2 fingers on your tummy and then they'll get another 2 fingers.
Yeah.
And they'll hit their own fingers. Tap, 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 tap. And then you're like, what's all this about? And then they change position on your tummy. Tap, 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 tap. Then, he didn't explain what it was about, but I thought...
Doesn't mean anything. It just kills time.
That's what it feels like. That's sort of what I'm getting at. It just feels like they're dicking around. I'm like, that doesn't fucking prove anything, son. But he was doing all of that, and suddenly he was feeling under my armpits. And I said something. I said, what's all this about then? And he went, just checking for lumps here. He went, and by the way, you tell me you're married. Well, I say this to all men who are married. Please do tell your wife to check under her armpits as well. Because it's not just your boobs where like dangerous lumps can emerge. The first signs of a problem in your boobs could be lumps under your armpits. So she probably knows this herself, but it's always good to give a little reminder to the husbands as well. And I felt like saying, yeah, you keep my wife's tits out of your fucking, we're here to talk about me.
I didn't, it's her pits I'm worried about, not her tits.
Listen, you
I know what you're talking about.
Come here, come in. I can see what you're doing, thinking you get away with it.
Tell me what to check.
It's you keep her tits out of your filthy mind and get your. You know what? Stop talking about my wife's tits and fucking get your finger up my ass. Yeah.
Now.
That's what I'm fucking here for. That's what I'm not paying for. So
I'm just suggesting, sir. Maybe, sir, you could incorporate the checking of her pits into your intimate time together.
You
Whoa!
dirty rotter.
Whoa!
You dirty old rotter. Never mind about all that.
Fucking rotter.
I've been here 20 minutes and I haven't had a single finger up my arse, and you haven't even felt me plums yet.
Well, is this about me or is this about me missus? Who you've not even seen? You don't even know her.
Tits again. I'm sick of it. Yeah, so I didn't like his line of questioning, but he did say fill the armpits.
The body, the mind is part of the body, and it's important to say that it's Blue Monday on the 15th of January.
Yeah,
and it's important to say that Blue Monday, which will be all over the media tomorrow, is fucking horse shit.
It was made up.
It's fucking horse shit. It's not a thing. It doesn't exist. Don't stress yourself about it. Don't think, is this the day of the year I'm meant to be depressed? Because if you want to be depressed, be depressed. You'd be depressed any day you fucking like. But Blue Monday was devised by Sky Travel in 2005 in an attempt to sell holidays to people in January.
No.
So I think we've mentioned this before.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
More than once.
I think I know the PR bloke who fucking made it up as well.
Oh, I think that was mentioned before as well.
Yeah.
They didn't
suppose.
even survey anybody. Apparently, they got a psychiatrist, fucking half-baked psychiatrist, to come up with some kind of depression quota, and then apply it to a day. And coincidentally, it was Monday, so you could name it after a New Order song. And it's horse shit. So just don't worry about it.
Yeah. I mean, I often get more miserable in the summer months, to be honest.
Everyone gets miserable at different times for different reasons.
It's got nothing to do with the fucking seasons, has it?
We're on top at this time of January because we're reinvigorating our bodies.
Yeah.
For the year ahead.
Got a lot of optimism, and our protocols are being refreshed. I mean, look at me.
If you've been watching on YouTube, you've noticed I've just been checking my pits discreetly.
Yeah,
while I've been podcasting.
You can't see, but I've been checking my plums down here, but that's out of shot.
Yeah, so, that's good. I did notice your hand disappear out of shot there.
Say A-OK. Well, A-OK good. As far as I can tell. Yeah, so good. That's nice.
I won't do mine now. I might do it later in the episode. I don't want to signpost it. I might discreetly do it later on towards the end when no one's paying attention to it. But all of that. Check your plums, check your tits. Fuck Blue Monday.
Yeah.
That's the message.
Exactly. Yeah. Agree with all of that. So where does that leave us, mate?
Do you know what blows my mind? I was reminded of it yesterday. I was watching, I mentioned last week, I was watching a thing about the controversies of 1974 on the Channel 5 documentary thing. Well, it was 1984 on Saturday night. Great year. Nuclear war threads. Classic, Frankie goes to Hollywood. Yeah. The IRA bomb the Conservative government in Brighton.
Oh,
so much going on. Tommy Cooper died live on telly.
On stage,
live from Her Majesty's. But what never gets mentioned, which I think is enormous, Eric Morecambe died 2 weeks later.
In 1984?
After Tommy Cooper. 2 fucking weeks.
That's weird. I thought he died before that.
Yeah, 2 weeks after Tommy Cooper. That's mad.
It is. It's a shame.
Name me two funnier men in Britain in the second half of the 20th century.
Yeah, I can't. Les Dawson, maybe he's up there. That's the best I can think of off the top of my head.
Doesn't touch Cooper or Morecambe for me.
No, probably not.
There you go. I just thought I'd mention that.
I tell you what blew my mind. I've been looking at. There's so many news stories that I've been like seeing headlines of online, and it's like I sent you one the other day of like this mystery of some meat being left all over the place in somewhere up north. But have you also seen
Stockport.
This thing? Stockport. Someone's just leaving raw meat about, aren't they? Which seems like something that is worth trying to get to the bottom of. But have you also heard about this? Look, this is it. Interview. This is in the Times, right? Today. Right. Interview. I was sacked, but what's wrong with being a porn star professor? Right? the ex-university chancellor Joe Gow and his wife, who post videos of themselves cooking vegan meals, then having sex, have defended their lifestyle choices. Now, I saw this story about, I don't know, a week or two ago, and it said there was this like top academic, and it had been discovered that he was been posting naughty videos of him having it off of his missus on YouTube.
Right.
And I thought, fucking hell, this is so embarrassing. Imagine how fucking embarrassed and ashamed he is, right? And then I'm skimming through today, and he's there. He looks a picture of health. He's probably in his, well, it'll say his age. He's 63, this geezer, right?
Yeah.
But he looks great. He looks healthy. He sat in a luxurious looking back garden. His wife, probably a 60 as well, still looks nice. You know,
what's he professor of? What subject?
I don't know. I'm going to find out so I'm going to read more of the
important
story. But they both got drinks in their hands, and they are both smiling their fucking heads off as if to say, that's right, cunts. Fuck you. Right? Yeah. And I felt so delighted for him. So I thought he's been caught out and he doesn't give a shit. He's owning it. Right?
Well, he's been sacked.
He got sacked straight away. And he's like, yes, so what? I don't care. On the mantelpiece above the fireplace is Professor Joe Gow's living room, a large wooden cutouts of the letters SHC below a wedding photo of him and his wife. Until 2 weeks ago, they would tell inquiring friends that the letters stood for super happy couple, but now their secret's out. The letters are in fact an acronym for sexy happy couple.
Happy.
And sexy healthy cooking. The two monikers they use when making porno videos that they post online. They made headlines around the world last month when Gow 63 was sacked as Chancellor of the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse after they were unmasked as unlikely porn stars. He's suspended with his teaching position under review.
It says unmasked. Does that mean they were doing it with masks on?
Don't know. The people have been making pornographic films since they got married in 2014 as a hobby. What's your hobby? Yeah. Making pornos. Initially for personal use. They've also co-written 2 books under pseudonyms titled Married with Benefits, Our Real-Life Adult Industry Adventures, and Monogamy with Benefits, How Porn Enriches Our Relationship. Well, it's not my cup of tea, that sort of stuff. I don't, and I'm not judging anyone who does. I've said it before, but me personally, I don't go in for the mucky videos. Don't do anything for me.
You don't go up Soho anymore.
I don't go up Soho and watch the dirty
films.
To be honest, I think it scares me. I think them mucky videos, they frighten the life out of me, mate. They do.
Well, that's valid. It's not necessarily something that you need to do.
Yeah, I
see other people.
I know. I don't want to see
doing
it. It's not like no. Fair enough if anyone else wants to watch it, but for me, no thanks. Right?
No, thank you.
But this couple, I just think it's hilarious. They're just sort of like, he doesn't give a fuck. You got to see his photo. He does not give a fuck. He's been sacked and caught.
I'll try and find it.
He was the chancellor of the fucking chancellor of this big university, right? And they caught him and they sacked him, and now he's just in the paper going, "Yeah, what of it, cunts?"
Oh, there he is. Yeah, Joe Gow.
Yeah. Good old Joe Gow. Good luck to him. And his wife looks quite sexy too. So good luck to the pair of them. Fantastic.
I'll hold it up to the camera for the there they go. For the
nice?
The people watching on YouTube. He looks a bit like, what's that fucking Richard Dawkins? He looks a bit like him.
What, the one who hates God? Or like,
yeah, it's that kind of like, I have my opinions and my ways, and I don't care whether you can bothered about any of it.
You can take it or leave it, you cunts.
Yeah. No, I'm not a fan of.
You don't like him.
No. What's wrong with being porn star professor? He says.
that's what I find so funny. Yeah. So fucking what?
What's wrong with it?
Yeah. Big fucking deal. But by day I teach fucking idiots about books and that, and by night I film myself having it off with my wife, and then I stick it on the fucking YouTubes.
There are two different sides of the coin. There is Joe Gow, the Joe Gow coin.
I refuse to be pigeonholed.
Yeah, I am a man with 2 talents. Why can't I deploy them both? One in the day, one in the evening. You wouldn't fucking fire Batman, would you? For being a billionaire during the day and a fucking crime fighter at night? No. Give him a fucking medal.
I am bringing fucking pleasure and reassurance to many people all over the world by filming myself cooking delicious, nutritious vegan meals and then fucking my wife.
Yeah. We haven't even mentioned the vegan meals.
No, he cooks vegan meals first, then he fucks her.
Does he eat the vegan meal before he fucks her or? Yeah,
but
they fuck together.
Because a vegan meal is going to be lighter. It's going to sit more like, a big meaty meal doesn't often put you in the mood for nookie straight
carvery.
After.
No.
Carvery, you're not going to.
It's soporific.
Or a big fucking, lamb boner, something like that. Do you know what I mean? You're not going to oh, that was great. Now come on, get your knickers off. Yeah. It's not going to work for either of you, but a light vegan dish, maybe a chickpea salad, something like that. That's you're going to be energized, but you're going to feel light enough to still want to. Yeah, you're going to feel agile. You're going to feel lithe, nimble, all the other things you need to make love.
Randy.
Yeah, exactly. All of those.
Yeah, it's something to think about. It's something we could explore further in the Your Body year of 2024.
Exactly. Perhaps. Yeah, vegan sex.
If you've got any experiences of vegan sex, get in touch. topflighttimemachine@gmail.com. Tell us your stories. Don't send photos.
No, nothing like that. Don't send petrifying videos, because I've said it's well documented that I am a nervous lovemaker. Right? I'm skittish in the bedroom, and I find pornography terrifying. So I just want to put all those things out on the table right now before we go further into our exploration of bodily matters in 2024.
Maybe this is something we can work on with you.
Maybe I can build my confidence through the year.
Maybe that's what we need to do. Who knows? It's still only the middle of January.
I'm less skittish in the bedroom. Yeah.
And it's just, what is it, 9.5 months till Christmas period begins. That's good to know. Right, that's kind of it for this episode.
We don't even have predictions to do we?
No, we don't. Nothing like that.
Okay,
I feel as though there's something we should do, but I've forgotten what it is. But never mind. So thanks for listening or watching if you've watched. And there you are. Sam's waving.
I'll tell you what, the inside of my hands are getting really old. And, I'm someone who's done very little physical labor in my life. Yeah. And
same.
I mean, you probably can't see on this camera, but they're starting to look really old and wrinkled. The inside of my hands.
I've just used that hand to just check my plums there. A few seconds ago.
Make sure you give it a good wash after.
They're all good. They're all good. I say all. I say both. They're both good. So there we are. Thanks for listening, everybody, and goodbye.
Goodbye.